of the most iconic Italian desserts, this is a classic version of tiramisu that doesn't use any alcohol. Simple to make and perfect for coffee lovers, this recipe also only uses a handful of ingredients. And if you're new here, I'm Maggie. This is No Frills Kitchen, where I teach you how to cook with confidence with nothing fancy required.
The first step is to separate your eggs. The general rule of thumb is that eggs separate more easily when they're cold, but the whites whip up more easily if they're at room temperature. However, I've honestly never had too much trouble whipping colder egg whites, so I wouldn't be too concerned with this. Add your yolks to a large bowl along with a bit of sugar. Using an electric mixer, beat the yolks and sugar together until the mixture is light, pale, and ribbony. This means that when the beater is lifted, the mixture falls back down like a ribbon. This will take about 5 minutes. If you're concerned about using raw eggs, you can whip them set over a double boiler until they reach 70°C or 160°F. Just make sure to let them come to room temperature before adding in the mascarpone. Speaking of, once your yolks have reached the desired stage, add in some mascarpone cheese and a bit of vanilla bean paste. This is optional, and make sure to use paste and not extract if you want to make this alcohol-free. Whisk this all together until smooth and set aside. Make sure to clean the beaters of your mixer thoroughly, because if there's any egg yolk left on them, this can prevent your whites from whipping up properly. Now add a pinch of salt to the egg whites and beat them on medium speed until they're at soft peaks. Increase the speed and slowly add in the remaining sugar while you're beating. Continue beating until you've reached stiff peaks. You can also put this over a double boiler to pasteurize them. Just add all the sugar at once if that's what you're doing. Once the egg whites have been whipped, use a flexible silicone spatula to transfer about a third of the egg whites into the yolk and mascarpone mixture and gently fold it together to lighten the mixture. Then transfer the rest of the egg whites and fold gently until no streaks of white remain. Set this aside. Now pour a bit of strong brewed coffee into a shallow dish. You can also use espresso here if you have an espresso machine. Take a ladyfinger biscuit and dip each side into the coffee. Dip it for no more than a second or two on each side. If you soak the biscuit for longer, they risk falling apart, which is not what you want. Place your soaked ladyfingers into the bottom of a baking dish, making sure to line the entire bottom. You may need to trim some biscuits in order for them all to fit properly. Just use the scraps as a chef's treat. And I suppose it's always nice to share. Then scoop half of your egg and mascarpone mixture over the ladyfingers and use a spatula to smooth it into an even layer. Top this with one more layer of soaked biscuits and again with the rest of your mascarpone mixture. Now all you need to do is transfer the tiramisu to the refrigerator before serving. Make sure to keep it there for at least 4 hours in order for everything to set properly. This makes it a great make-ahead dessert. Before you slice and serve, dust the top with a bit of unsweetened cocoa powder. And if you liked this recipe, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos. Enjoy!